Blake Boss here, folks. Today we're going to be looking at the Sony PlayStation 4 against Microsoft's Xbox One. We're going to see who's winning this battle, and to see who's winning, we're going to be looking at GameStop's recently reported earnings. And it looks like we received some great insights on who's leading the pack here. To determine who is winning, we look for comments from Tony Bartel. He's the president of GameStop. So when he's talking about the PlayStation 4 on the recent conference call, he says, "Our sell-through since launch was 80% higher than the total amount of PlayStation 3s that we sold in our 2006 fiscal year." So what that means is they've sold 80% more PS4s than they did with the PS3 from the period the PS3 launched to the end of 2006. But when we look at the Xbox One, he has comments around that as well. He says the value of our reservation and additional allocation is 15% higher than the amount of Xbox 360s that we sold during our entire 2005 fiscal year. So as you can see, if we make the assumption that the allocation to GameStop of Xbox Ones and PlayStation 4s was the same, it looks like the PS4 is beating the Xbox One handily. We can also look at history just to show how big of a launch this is. So when we look at the PS4 compared to the PS3, you can see the PS3 sold around 1.7 million units from its launch date to the new year. And when we look at the PS4 so far, it sold 1 million units in its first 24 hours in North America alone. So that's some huge numbers. Look at it, it's going to absolutely destroy the PS3 launch. As far as the Xbox One goes, the Xbox 360 sold around 1.5 million units from its launch the new year, and if that allocation from Microsoft is similar to Sony's, it's looking like the Xbox One should destroy the 360 as well. So the takeaway here, folks, is this launch looks amazing, and if it proves anything, I think it's the debate that mobile gaming is going to kill consoles is flat out bogus. This looks like the largest launch in console history, and it's showing the strength of console gaming going forward. As an investor in Microsoft and GameStop, I'm optimistic about the launch, but these companies won't seize outsized profits from this hardware since they sell them at lower margins. What investors really want to focus on is going into next year. You want to see these companies capitalize on opportunities these consoles present. For GameStop, that comes in play with used hardware they can sell at a higher margin on the back end, and software you want to drive revenues, but you want to see them make those gains on used hardware. For Sony and Microsoft, you want to see those value-added services really sell. It's a much bigger deal for Sony. Microsoft's such a big company that it's not going to move the needle too much. But to wrap things up, folks, let's look at some pretty funny reviews on Amazon for the Xbox One. So right here we have a funny Xbox One review. He's saying the Kinect can see you naked through your clothes as you play and upload data to Microsoft, who then shares it with the government. This is pretty crazy stuff here, but very humorous. Obviously these are false. The Kinect cannot see you naked through your clothes. When we look at the PlayStation 4, I got a great one for you right here. It says, "I should have brought my black shiny new brick from Home Depot and saved $395. I thought it was $399. I'm a little confused there. But first off, it took me 3 days to get the stupid thing to turn on, and since the next few days of frustration of freezing PS4, I'm going to return this crap. Wait for time and dollars, $399 for the PS4, $59.99 for accidental damage protection, $59.99 for the stupid eye that has no use, 2 times $59.99 for NAC and Battlefield 4, $59.99 for an extra controller, 10 hours in Sony PS4 tech support trying to get my shiny new black box, priceless. Wow, what a mouthful. Sony, you suck." So that's the funny comments. That's all I have for you today, folks. Thanks for watching, and Fool on.